Alright, I'm not going to bore you with the nonsense unboxing. This is it. This is the AUXITO battery jump pack. So essentially a car jump starter. And I'll be reviewing it today. We're going to cut right to the chase, like I said. The first thing that you want to notice here is it comes with a pretty darn good case. This is, it may seem like not a big deal to some people, but this case is sturdy enough to where you could go ahead and put it in your car. In other words, you can put this unit here, the charger or jump starter I should say, right into this case and you don't have to worry about a thing. It's pretty well built. Alright, so inside you got your two jumper cables, pretty simple, positive negative. Got a USB A to C and a USB C to C. It does not come with a wall transformer. I just had one laying around, so you're going to have to plug it into a USB C type of port. So if we look here, that's USB C. You've also got, as you can see, we've got USB A out and another USB A out, USB 1, USB 2. It's just two USB A's out, and then you've got a DC out if you want to send DC power out, I guess. But most people will probably do USB out, so you can use this if the power goes out and you just need some extra power. And yeah, you've got it. Now the controls are pretty straightforward. You got an on button, and you've got your start button, and you've also got a light button, and then you've got a boost button. So on is self-explanatory. We don't need to explain that. So if you basically hook up these jumper cables, you hit on, and then you hit start. Once you hit the start button, that essentially means that you're sending all the power from this unit through the leads, through your alligator clips that are now connected to the dead car or dead battery, whatever, the car that needs the jump. And that's it. You go into the car and hit and you start it, and then you disconnect everything when you're done. This thing will auto off after 30 seconds, so you don't need to worry about if you remember to turn it off or not. If the battery is completely dead, like dead, then you're going to hit that boost button all the way at the end there, and that will essentially force the power from this unit through the alligator clips and start the car. So why do you have that boost button? Well, typically you don't want to jump start a car battery that's died too much, and so it's kind of like a protection for the dead battery. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but whatever the cutoff is, normally, maybe, I don't know. Let's just put out 10 volts. So if it's down to 10 volts, under 10 volts, they usually don't want you to try to jump start it, so it's going to lock you out unless you hit the boost button. Then it will send it through even if it's down to 0 volts. So as stated, we got a light button right there, and you guessed it, you hit it. No, hold it. Should be able to hold it. Maybe it won't work since I got it plugged in. Oh, maybe I got to turn it on. That might help. Maybe it won't let me turn it on unless I stop charging it. So let's unplug the charger. And I'm going to hold down the on button. Then we got to hold down the light button. There we go. So you got to have it unplugged, and you got a light. You know what this is. Flash. So you get a few features here before that's it. And then again, this is going to all turn off automatically if we just leave it there for 30 seconds. So getting everything back in the case is easy as 1, 2, 3. We're 100% charged. It auto turned off. Fits in nicely. Check that out. I do appreciate that it fits. The frustration of getting stuff like this and then there's no competent, intelligently designed case is rather frustrating for something like this. So we're going to curl your leads up, and we're just going to tuck them behind this cargo net here. Pro tip on the setup, set the alligator clips like that one on top of the other, kind of like that, and that will make everything lay nice and flat. Okay, well, I mean, look at that. Isn't that handsome? I mean, it's really good. The only downside I see here is it didn't come with a transformer, but most people have some sort of USB-C power source, so that shouldn't be an issue. I'm more impressed and thankful for the case, because this is rugged enough for everyday normal use, even off-roaders. You can just throw this in the back of your vehicle, and you wouldn't need to do anything else, pretty much. And it looks good. This is good looking nylon, rubberized grip. You know, it's all good. So what sets this AUXITO J503 jump starter apart from all the other Chinese jump starters out there available? The truth of the matter is, I don't know. And I'm not sure anybody knows. So, let's go over the specs. You get 6,000 amps peak current. That's plenty to start anything. You get an LCD screen, which is, it gives you the information that you need. It's not perfect, but you can figure it out. You got a few inputs and outputs, 160 watts DC output, and you got your USB outputs as well. 620 lumens on the flashlight, which does come in handy. You can get 20,000 milliamp hours here, which is about 20 amp hours. So that can come in useful. You can charge your phones, blah, blah, blah. As stated, the display here is nice. It could be a little bit more user-friendly and a little more intuitive. You'll figure it out, but you can see here things like if it's not ready and there's an error, it will say ready, but in red. So it'd be nice if it said not ready or error instead of ready in red. It's little things like this that you hope the designers fix. But again, you know what you're getting into. This is just a note of something they can improve down the road. AUXITO claims 2-hour charge time, so from, I'm presuming dead to charge is 2 hours. Works down to -4 Fahrenheit and 140 Fahrenheit here, which is important to us in the desert because it's going to sit in the back of the car. So I'm glad that it's rated to handle the heat. And then you got all your protections, and this is important because, in an emergency, you're not thinking straight and you might cross the wires or do something wrong. So we have a bunch of protections built in, so it's pretty much foolproof. You can't screw this up. Here we got everything in the box. Again, they give you everything except a transformer, but that won't be a problem for most people. All right, lastly, I'm going to give you a practical example of why you'd want one of these battery jump, boxes other than the obvious. But if you are into off-roading, here's a practical example. We were up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere off-road, and as you can see, we're splashing through the mud, and mud got caked into the alternator, and basically temporarily made the alternator not work, and the battery started to run down. So we did actually end up getting stranded here. So, as we were going up in the mountains here, the battery just drained, and it wasn't fun. So it's a good thing to have around, because again, as we went splashing through these puddles, mud and alternators don't work. Mud and electrical components do not work, and stuff can happen off-road. That's the point of my rambling. And that's kind of the point of why you'd want to get one of these things, and why we now carry them. You can see here the dash said reduced engine power, visit dealer, and the alternator quit charging the battery, and then the battery died. Now the alternator was simply caked up with some mud a little bit, and it temporarily disabled it. But it disabled it long enough to to drain the battery. That's the point of my rambling here. So I know you need the alternator to run the car, but it did drain out the battery. And if we had a battery jump box, you can see there I forgot to bring it. So we did have it, but we forgot to bring it. But if I had brought it, I could have used that battery jump starter to jump me right up. Instead, I had to wait it out and wait for the alternator to dry off. And once it dried off, I barely had enough juice left in the battery to barely get the starter going. So the moral of the story is I wish I had this, because I could have got out and jumped the car enough to, start the engine, and then the alternator would have hopefully sprung back to life. Instead, I just barely got it cranked through. The thing had maybe 11 volts, and it was a slow crank, and it was just enough to get it started using the almost dead battery. So these things are invaluable. That's the point of my rambling. It's one of those things that you wish you had it. You wish you had it when you need it, and it's one of those things you take for granted. You see people with them, and you go, I don't need that. It's fine. I got jumper cables, blah blah blah. And remember, off-road here, there was nobody on the trail this entire day, so there would have been no one to hook up jumper cables to, even though we had jumper cables. There was no other car to jump to, so it would have been a long wait on this mountain had we not got lucky with being able to restart it with what little juice it had left in the dead battery. But a battery jump box would have taken care of this problem instantaneously or near instantaneously. So it's consider it is what I'm trying to ramble here. So Amazon right now has this unit for $1.19, so $1.20 call it. The reviews are favorable, 93%, which is outstanding, but it's up to you to decide how many of those are shill reviews versus genuine reviews. So take it with a grain of salt, but the number of negative reviews is overall low on this charger. And because you want to know what the negative review said, it said it's only good for one jump start for a small car. The flashlight will run the battery down in less than 20 minutes. So that's what that person didn't like about it. And then doesn't jump a 12-liter diesel as advertised. So those are the two negative reviews. Take from them what you will. But the AUXITO team would have to have one heck of a shill army at hand, because the number of 5-star reviews here are about 55, I believe, here. If we look at just the positive comments, it's around 55. So 55 total ratings, 54 reviews. So that's a lot of shill bots for AUXITO to have. Not saying it's not possible for them to have that many shills, but I can't see them having 50 some shill reviews that Amazon didn't flag. So we have to take this. We gotta give AUXITO the benefit of the doubt, and Amazon here the benefit of the doubt, and see that most people are happy with this product. So that's all you need to know. This is what the people have said. I like the way it's built. It looks good. Amazon likes it. Now it's up to you to decide if you think it's good for you or not. All right, enough rambling. If you found this video helpful, useful, or entertaining, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a great, great day.
Man, it's time to play. Take a big step back, slap the ball away. Now it's only a matter of time. Everybody knows this game is mine. Ha! I'm gonna run you down to the ground. No time to get up, no time to make a sound. Gotta jump, slam, dunk, and don't let up. Power team, power up. Turning on the pressure, time to go to work. Make a fake, make a break, take it back, shoot a hook. We got it going, now we got the footwork down. We're gonna show you up, we're gonna take you down. Blacktop shakedown, rip it up, take it down. Shattering the blackboard, moving to another town. Never make a bad move, never take a fall. Always on the winning side, masters of the street ball. Man, it's time to play. Take a big step back, slap the ball away. Now it's only a matter of time. Everybody knows this game is mine. Ha! I'm gonna run you down to the ground. No time to get up, no time to make a sign. Gotta jump, slam, dunk, and don't let up. Power, team, power up. Turning on the pressure, time to go to work. Make a fake, make a break, take it back, shoot a hook. We got it going, now we got the footwork down. We're gonna show you up, we're gonna take you down. Blacktop shakedown, rip it up, take it down. Shattering the black